Hi Scorpio, my name is Griselle and I'm with Psychic MD and I'm here to do your September reading, finally. Scorpio, what do we have going on for Scorpio? One quick announcement, I shall be launching my website very soon here, relaunching I should say. So I'll be taking personal readings once more. And I have a few new different type of readings, some new surprises for you. Moving on. Scorpio. Scorpio for the month of September 2021. What's good for Scorpio? What's good in your head? I feel some tower moments. I feel like some of you guys have had some really nasty jolts, some shocks, some like the rug got yanked from under you. I'm feeling a lot of moon energy. I actually see the moon. And the moon is actually waning. For some of you guys, that means something. Okay. For others of you, excuse me, I didn't have any problems whatsoever. And I start filming and now I'm having like throat chakra problems. So potentially you guys are having a hard time like speaking your truth. Not being able to get your words out, being kind of speechless with the way that things have transpired maybe this month. Having things leveled. Some of you guys have had your business leveled. Some of you guys have had your health leveled, your life leveled. Life as you know it is no more. Some of you guys have had your car repossessed. I feel also a deep connection with the moon. It's left you bewildered, trying to figure out what the heck is going on and, you know, what hope is there. And I want to give you just a lot of love, Scorpio, because that's a very painful place to be in. I'm well familiar with these tower moments. They could literally knock the wind out of you. They could take away your will to live. I don't want to be all like dramatic, but honestly, I've struggled with depression. I feel like some of you guys are struggling with depression, with the dark night of the soul and things like that. I want to reassure you, out of that comes your Ace of Cups, okay? So I feel like you're going to have an incredible growth out of this, emotional growth. I feel like things are going to start blooming, transforming. What you once held near and dear is going to actually blossom and fragment into many different things. It's not just going to be the one thing. For example, if you had your vehicle repossessed, now all of a sudden because of the chain of events, and yes, heartache and heartbreak and things like that. In spite of that, for some reason, you wind up getting a fleet of cars, okay? Or through the chain of events, you meet somebody who sells you a really inexpensive car, and then you wind up going into business together, doing something completely different to help people in a similar situation. So you have people that have had, you know, their vehicles towed or repossessed, and you wind up being their personal Uber or a business like that. I don't know exactly. But I feel like out of that one thing, that one big tower is going to come a deep cup of love, something that's going to be a balm for your soul. I think that you're going to be reflecting a lot on things that are long gone, but also it's going to be really important for you to look at the future. Can you guys hear this? Listen to that. It's like my chair's protesting. Now I know I'm big. Let's not kid ourselves, but that's kind of ridiculous for my chair to protest so loudly. Anyways, I feel like you guys are holding on to that one cup of emotional fulfillment and offering it to the world in a lot of different ways, okay? I also have the Hermit card that jumped out for you, and I feel like you are fishing for your future, for your dream. You're not looking at the past any longer. There'll be a little bit of a looking at the past, the reflection of what things have transpired. She's literally sitting on the lighthouse. And you're no longer just content with the lighthouse. The lighthouse indicates, it's like a navigational system for ships of old, and what I'm getting from that is that, you know what, this is like old technology and you're sitting on the lighthouse. Like anymore, you don't need that kind. For a lot of you, people are going to be elevating your game, getting your downloads specifically and solely through spirit. You're not looking at like what the world tells you, like, oh, you need Wi-Fi, and oh, you need an iPhone, and You need all these things, but you're getting your messages through spirit and your navigational system because you've hitched your pole, your fishing pole, on the actual star. And so now you've outgrown this light source, this warning system, this lighthouse, and now it's kind of like a relic, a novelty that you can prop yourself up on. I do feel like you have something coming towards you, two things, one from the past, one from the future, and I don't think that, Scorpio, you're going to think that they're either one good enough for you, and good for you. Keep on keeping. I love how she is a mermaid, so again, and this is the whole world literally at her feet. She can swim anywhere she wants. Instead, she's fishing, just calm, chilling, fishing on a lighthouse. And I feel like in a lot of ways you are that lighthouse, you are the beacon, and because you set your sights on things that are higher, that's going to really help other people as well to elevate their game, to think about things that are a lot more than just what they see on this realm. We're so commercialized, Scorpio. I feel like what has transformed for you as well has taken you out of the commercial world. What I mean by that is that it's helped you to see that things that are really important are not necessarily what can be bought with money. Money does give us comfort and shelter, and we can do things with it, obviously. It's a currency, it's a form of currency, but so is bartering. So don't forget that you are more valuable than anything that you can possibly possess, dear Scorpio. And if you're going through a hard time with you know, wanting to, hopefully not, but wanting to like end your life, or life is not worth it anymore, I definitely recommend therapy for you. I've been there, done that. Much love to you, and I'm hoping that you will get the help that you desperately need, and reach out to any crisis hotlines. There's a ton of them available, but definitely reach out to someone, okay? The King of Swords. I have the King of Swords coming through here. This can be someone I feel like can be your ally. And this, dear Scorpio, is somebody who's super intelligent. They have a bird's eye view of things, a higher perspective, somebody that potentially can help you. They're not going to be like emotionally invested one way or another. My hair's like all squirrely. But they're going to definitely, I feel like, be more of a vibe of old school, like old school, kind of like respectful. They don't say it a lot necessarily, but when they speak, they know exactly what the issue on hand is. They know how to cut through the matter to get to the heart of the matter, is I guess what I'm trying to say. And they can really help to elevate your game with you. So this is playing in somehow, some way. I see a lot of blooms, a lot of growth, a lot of new shoots. Some of you guys are into photography and creating something completely different. Maybe your businesses collapsed from the current state of the globe. Shall I say it that way? Global events. Let's leave it at that, Scorpio. I feel like some of you guys are laying down and feeling the cool breeze on you. Y'all are not living in Arizona. Just saying. If you feel a cool breeze on you, it is hotter than hell here. That's not even what I thought, but I'll leave it like that because it's politically correct, kind of. But I feel like you're getting into your sensuality a little bit more. Okay. The Emperor. So we are going to talk about this, and I just got an onset of like a headache on my left temple. This is definitely connecting to spirit. This is connecting also to negative energy. I feel like you are really sensitive to negative energy. This Emperor right here represents what is going on around the world, folks. I was trying to avoid issues like this, but if it comes up, I'm talking about it. And I'm sorry if people don't like it. But this is the world. This is the CDC. This is control. This is people that are trying to make us think one way or another, and they have these strands leading everybody on a leash. And if you think you're on a leash, think again, okay? The narrative that we're being fed, you know, get vaccinated, things will go back to normal, you'll have your freedom, and all of the lies that a certain Fauci has talked about that have been exposed blatantly, even stating that he thought we weren't ready for the truth, and that's why he lied. I mean, I could go on and on, but look, the bottom line is that life is a chessboard as they see it, okay? And I feel like you are really in tune with that. You're in tune, and you're starting to see, starting to be aware of all the different chess moves that potentially you felt like you had some freedom. These people are walking on leashes, and maybe some are aware that they're on a leash and some aren't. But I think that you're starting to see that these are a bigger and a higher power that is making all the chess moves and controlling all of these people. Now, the good thing, and this is of royalty, obviously. And so anybody who is into conspiracy theories, okay, but knowing about the elitists and things like that, and all the big wigs and all the big names, if you don't know, then maybe do a little bit of homework and research. Because, you know, maybe I'll make another video on something like that. Moving on. If you don't know, then you don't know. Scorpio, I have here the sun. I have here getting another bird's eye view, but this is an optimism. This is freedom. This is the sun is shining in your direction. This is getting physical downloads. Now, a lot of us are not getting outside to get, you know, the first 15 minutes of the day, you can get in the last 15 minutes of the day in the direct sun, you can get downloads from spirit, from your highest self, from truth, and it comes with all purity. There are no strings attached, okay? We designed the strings attached, and we assigned strings attached, and we've designed a chessboard. Only a lot of us didn't know we were playing chess, and you can actually maintain your freedom and gain your freedom by downloading messages from spirit. I feel like you elevating your game. I think that this might even blow some of your guys' mind if you decide to explore it. So that's kind of what I'm getting there. But otherwise, I feel like you are standing on higher ground. I think that people look at you really favorably. I think that you're going to get great epiphanies, because remember that right after darkness comes great light. Like when there's a really big storm and then all of a sudden the sun shines through. This is the vibe that I'm getting from here. From total oppression. I mean, this is getting your nose bloodied, your business taken away, your freedom taken away. Get vaxxed, everything will go back to normal, but I still have my leash on you. It'll be as normal as I want it, right? And this is you downloading all the truth for yourself, understanding. Maybe things will blow your mind, but I think that things are going to be blossoming. Your mind is going to be increasing in awareness. Keep in mind, energy, we are all energy, electromagnetic energy, and frequency. And if you open yourself up to spirit, to God, to whatever it is that you believe that's higher than you, higher than me, higher than anyone, you're going to start getting downloads. It's going to be a freedom that you probably haven't experienced ever, but it's going to give you an optimism, a drive, an excitement, a childlike zeal, okay, regardless of circumstances around us, that you can see a higher perspective than you ever have before. And I feel like you're going to start seeing your purpose in life, more joy. So this Tower moment, unfortunately, had to happen in order for you to achieve freedom. I'm going to say freedom. 6 of Wands. Confirmation. Dear Scorpio. Confirmation. And so if you've gone through this dark night of the soul, I feel like you're leaving all of this brain fog, this muddy looking, cloudy, God knows what here. The inability to think, inability to move, like what direction do I go to? I think that you are finally choosing a direction, and you are leading this little hummingbird while you hitch a ride, and you're doing it gently. And not only that, but birds are hitching a ride with you. So dear Scorpio, I think that you're going to be leading other people through your own journey. That is also a card of people looking at you, celebrating you. I have 2 of those so far. You may not feel it, but it's coming, and actually it's here for you if you open your eyes, okay? Scorpio, what else do we have for my gorgeous, wonderful, intense, mysterious Scorpios? I love Scorpio. I know I say that like almost every reading, but I love Scorpio. You guys are just so intense. Nobody has mystery like Scorpio. Scorpio undergoing some hard times, some emotional times, feeling like maybe you are stuck or wading through water, put a damper on your journey, like what has transpired has really placed a really big damper on your journey. And I feel like you're covering your head, almost like that. What I'm getting is covering your head. She has a hat, but I feel covering your head like this, okay? And so I want you to notice that there are some blooms in the water that are beautiful, but that they're going to eventually die. And then you have this beautiful baston, a wand. I don't know what to call it in English. Anyways, it's you can see what it is. I just don't remember the word. Branch, yeah. And you see it blooming, okay? So you have what is alive in your hand. So what has transpired, even though it was once beautiful, is dying or passing away or moving on. And you're going to spend some time in mourning. It's okay to look back and be sad about things, and then collect yourself and move forward, okay? So big hugs to you from me, Scorpio. I'm feeling like some of you guys need to get more in your body, get out of your head, connect with your breath, do some breath work. You can look that stuff up on YouTube for free. What else do we have for Scorpio? King of Wands, that's what's up. That's you finding your power, your excitement, your drive, your direction, getting your mojo back once again. Now, if some of you guys aren't experiencing this to the fullest like that, then this is another person who is fiery in nature, excited. They get excited about their own ideas, their own dreams. What blooms the most about them is their own ideas and their thoughts. So, for example, I call them brainchilds. If you are somebody who's a creator and you have this like brainchild, and all of a sudden you have to create it. You have to make it out of thin air, out of nothing, seemingly. This person is magical. This person, okay. So your thoughts and your creation is actually going to help you. And Spirit's going to help you elevate your game. Movement forward. And as I'm doing this video, it's 11/11. That's my all-time favorite, my luckiest number ever. Get out of here with that. Look. Your money, Scorpio. This is your money, your independence. You are getting into your juiciness, getting into the flow of things, feeling like I'm self-contained, self-possessed. I can do what I want. I don't have to wait for anyone. I can be charro or the Chiquita banana. I'm like getting back to my roots, way back. But I can do whatever it is that makes me happy. That's solar plexus chakra, and I'm gonna cheat right now really quick. It's Manipura, solar plexus. Give me 1 second while I read this. Dun, 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 Manipura. Of course, it's the furthest away from me. The color is yellow. It's your personal power. Okay, it also governs the adrenal glands. I never remember that part. Poor digestion and chronic fatigue can be symptoms if you're not into this energy of pursuing your dream, your personal power. If you haven't like gripped it yet, I feel like grab it. If you haven't grabbed it yet, you will. And once you do, that's when you enter the flow of life, the flow of energy. I want you to notice the color of this. Let's see if you can see that beautiful wand right there, and it's sparkling. It's like a adult size sparkler, right? And all of a sudden you enter this frame right here. So I feel like you have higher vision of things. I think that things are blooming. I think you're going to be abundant and fruitful. Focus on asking for abundance. You know, we don't have to be so specific as like, I want to make $100 million trillion a year or whatever. But we want to be abundant. We want to feel like we're rich. We're rich in our skin. We're rich in our clothes, even if it costs us $20 or $2, don't matter. We're rich with the shoes that we have and that we wear. We're rich in our skin, more importantly, that we're enjoying the abundance that we're given. A lot of us have the freedom to walk around, and we have the freedom to use our hands. And that's a great freedom. Talk to someone who is quadriplegic, who doesn't have that freedom, who is a paraplegic, who can't use their legs or something like that, and find out how much they would really appreciate the use of those things, and we take them for granted. Okay, moving on. Okay, so I am being shown that you have a lot of fears, a lot of stress, and I can totally understand that. You feel like all eyes are on you. Everybody's looking at you and you're trying to protect yourself. You're up at night. You're not sleeping very well. You're haunted by dark thoughts, okay? And the more we entertain those thoughts, the more paranoid we get, the more conscious we are of people watching us and trying to protect ourselves. Protecting your heart chakra. If she were just but to look up, there are blooms right here above her head. And I think that that's what we need to latch onto versus like looking at the fear so much, okay? Scorpio, what else do we have before I do love, please? Five of Swords. So you want to also be watchful because somebody is here ready to do whatever it is that they want to do at any cost. They're going to win. They think they're going to win. This is a shadow side of someone who's showing you their best foot forward. But you know what? Maybe they are spying, and this is their shadow side. So they're in this complete dualistic personality. They're completely not afraid to take what they want. They'll take whatever they want. They might look good, smell good, but you know who this person already is, Scorpio. I don't have to tell you. You already know. If this pertains to your story, you know. If you haven't met this person yet, then I feel like fear not. When you meet them, you're going to feel that vibe. Stay away. Get them out of your life. Don't let them close. Things like that. So, moving on. What do we have? We're going to do partner, relationship, situationship. Okay? Complicationship. We're going to do all those right now. Scorpio, anybody who is in a relationship. Scorpio in a relationship. Complicationship. What's going on for Scorpio? Coupled. Friends. Okay. A lot of emotion. Possibly thinking about moving. Your partner may not be talking to you completely about what's going on with them. There's so much depth in here. So much depth to be had. Let's see where that goes. Okay. So, 5 of Wands, there could be some arguments and battles. Silent ones. I don't feel like there's argument as much as power tug of war. Quiet tug of wars. Like, I'm going to get my way, checkmate. And this person's like, how do we move on from this energy of having to get our way? How do I navigate somebody who is always playing chess energetically with me? And it can look like many different things. For example, if you decide, and this is a mundane example, but if you decide, okay, I'm going to maneuver my partner so that it's too late for me to make dinner and that they're going to have to figure it out for themselves, and for the whole family type thing, well, then she just checkmated you because it's at the 9th hour and dinner hasn't been made, and all of a sudden she's like, oh, I ran out of time, or I didn't notice the time, or something happened, or, you know, something like that. So it's deliberately doing things in order to affect an outcome, and that is a chess move, classic chess move. Now, this person has a lot of feelings, and I'm doing this like number 8, sign of protection. Maybe they're protecting their own heart. They're feeling a little bit like they can't really think clear. Their mind is gone because the top of the head's gone. Scorpio, what else is going on for these partners? Why is the 5 of Wands here? Why is the competition and battle and struggle, kind of power struggle here for Scorpio? My partner is Scorpio specifically. The Chariot, this is about moving away. Maybe you're physically contemplating a move with your partner. Maybe one of you guys wants to orchestrate a move and, quote, help things along, right? Or maybe your partner is saying, I want to move on. And they're playing chess, waiting to get their ducks in a row, their money in a row, or you're doing this. So whatever the case may be, as there is an element of time, of being quiet. I feel like you're listening to yourself, and it's a slow process, but you are definitely making movement forward. For others of you, you're just looking to move homes or to move in a different direction, or not to power struggle with your significant other. All right, so let's see what the single Scorpios have going on. 10 of Wands. Single Scorpio, what is going on with you? You guys are completely burdened, exhausted. You feel like you can't carry anymore. You're doing everything. You're doing your chores, their chores, my chores, everybody's chores. You can't do anymore. You are connecting with Mother Earth. Your biggest thing is going to be to connect with Mother Earth and let down all of these burdens. You don't have to carry them all yourself. I'm feeling like also there's so many blooms out there, and it's exhausting to go and date, to go and pick, and to go and even try. It's exhausting. Look, why? Because I've been betrayed. I keep getting betrayed. I've been betrayed at least 3 times. And it hits you right when things are blooming, right when I feel like things are blooming, is right when I get betrayed. And maybe you're attracting the wrong kind of person, Scorpio. So it's caused a lot of heartache, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of tears for some of you. And I feel like you're navigating through like brittle, like there's nothing out there for you, okay? Like you don't have a good partner waiting in the wings for you. There's nobody good to date. I feel like all of that because you're walking through like brush and all sorts of debris, okay? Knight of Cups. I feel like perhaps for some of you, you felt like there was something blooming, okay? And then this person here played your heart like a harp, okay? You felt like it was blooming and going somewhere. You had really a genuine connection, genuine emotion, and they used and abused that, and they kind of took your heart and played you. And that's just so ridiculous, honestly. Who has time for that? Nobody but children. Now, here we have you feeling like the 5 of Pentacles. I'm like destitute. I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's winter. It's very cold. You feel kind of like you don't even know what's going on. Like everybody has a window into, they've maybe watched you be betrayed before. And you're feeling like, yeah, all eyes on you. That goes back to that card of not being able to sleep, of having anxiety, of feeling that everybody's just watching you. And maybe you're feeling like people are just watching you every time you decide you're like romantic, and then you let down your guard, you let yourself out of your cage, and then you get betrayed, you get two-timed, you get whatever. I'm kind of smirking because I'm thinking of how old I am and how, I'm like, I don't even know if you guys call it two-timing anymore, but you got played. That's what's happening. And I feel like you feel like people are watching this. Maybe you introduced them too soon into the family, or you made a public status somewhere on Facebook, Insta, or TikTok. I don't know what gets done nowadays. But perhaps keeping your life private is going to be a really good thing, And nobody's more private than Scorpio, right? So I wouldn't really worry too much about it. People are really concerned with their own thing. I have got the moon. I've got a lot of messages for you from the moon. I feel like things can be resurfacing that you thought are long gone. Things, maybe a dream that you continue wishing upon that you haven't told anybody. Look at these tentacles. They're kind of rising out from the water as part of her, or even trying to kind of pull on her a little bit. And this is you sitting on a wall, sitting on a fence, and then you have like a coyote or a wolf right next to you, right? Howling at the moon. That be a coyote's howl at the moon? Yeah, they howl too. But I think that this is you just looking at, under cover of the night, just like you have a dream. You have your eyes set on someone, I feel like you single people, some of you guys are looking at someone that you want, you have a wish, but you're not coming forward yet. It's not the right time to move, but you're getting ready to move. 7 of Pentacles, you're looking at your life right now and saying, you know what exactly have I gotten? And that's why I'm moving forward. I want to move forward with somebody else. And look, maybe you've been in a breakup, or you're in the process of a breakup. You're needing a vacation. You need to take a time out. 4 of Swords. It's a careful balance. You're also looking at the betrayal. So 4 of Swords comes obviously right after the 3 of Swords. And whenever we have that energy of like feeling like we've been betrayed or having a lot of heartache and things like that, we need time to recoup from that. So whatever your hardship is and your pain has been, you're going to need a timeout just to kind of process that as well. And then you're able to move forward. And I feel like this is you leveling up, revamping things, changing things, willing to put the elbow grease in. And who is coming towards you? Ace of Pentacles, people that actually want, okay, to develop something with you. But they're going to take it really slow and watch how you guys interact, how you spend time together. This is going out, playing video games together, watching TV together, and you might have a lot of anxiety about that. A lot of people like talking crap about you. If you share with them, yeah, I'm going to go hang out with someone, and like, oh, there he goes, there she goes. You know, everybody has something to say about somebody. But you know what? They really need a different hobby than Scorpio, right? Scorpio, just do you, please. And don't worry about what the world has to say. Nobody gives a rat's. Yay! Look, this is you getting your wish. And this is what I felt earlier in that moon. It's like, look, the Queen of Wands, you're going to make it happen. So this could be somebody that you are, yeah, it's a waiting game. It's waiting to get your wish upon a star. It's waiting to get this Queen of Wands. And it could be male, female. They could be Leo, Aries, Sag. Somebody who really feels like sunshine to you, like fire to you, like excitement to you. Somebody that could be a little bit of a peacock, like they kind of strut their stuff type thing. I just remembered I had a dream about moths. Lantern moths, I think they were, because I was reading about how people are saying that we're supposed to destroy them if we run across them because they're lethal, whatever. And I'm looking at all these transformational little bugs right here. Some of them are bees, some of them are moths. Yeah, but this has to do with crops, with growing, with somebody that you can grow with. And this is somebody who is their own sunshine. They're not expecting anything from you. But you've been waiting for a long time, and you've been building steady in this waiting period. Is just so you can get exactly what you want. So whoever it is that you have your sights set on, I feel like it's this person. Be male, female, a mover, a shaker. They have their own business. They make their own way in life. They have their own way of doing things, their own ideas. And another person here, the Empress. This is about being a homemaker, somebody who can really, they have their own home. They really care about what they care about, and they take care of things. I know it sounds like a lot of care words, but they could have an interest in like designing or housekeeping or minimalism or something that makes them really unique, that they care about, that makes them set aside, set apart from other people. So I do feel like you have at least 2 people coming, if that's what you want. I feel like you have your mind set on somebody already. And if that's what you want, you have options. What? You have 1, 2... and then 3, you have another person that is your identical twin, but somehow opposite in some ways. So you have a lot of different options, and look at her reaching for that 1 star that she's already picked. And that's a vibe. I feel like you've already picked your person in your mind, like maybe your partner with somebody right now, single, or you just left your partner, something like that. And you've already picked your person. So you are headed in the right direction. The thing is not to get bogged down with that 7 of Cups. That's about having too many options. So look at your list, put it on paper, old school paper, and cross off the ones that aren't viable. It's like, yeah, this person is kind of a pie in the sky, or they're not my vibe, or that's not what I want. So Scorpio, I hope that has been of help to you. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel so we can keep them coming. And I thank you so much for your support. Much love to you, Scorpio. Namaste.